Alright, mix on. Hello everybody, welcome to the Patreon stream for July. We're going to continue where we left off last night with Tiffy Weefy.
Hi, hi, hi. I'm here too.
No, you're not.
Thank you for the bits, Dooms. How's it going, Doom? I can see Doom has doomed Doomily into the chat.
I think I was on my GG pen and not my real G pen. There is a difference. Be nice to me.
But also not other G pen. But surprisingly.
Yeah, I have the GG pen that I call it. It's actually in some sort of like kanji, but I can't read it, but it looks like two G's. And I have my G pen and I have my GG pen. I have my real G pen, which is the rougher one. See? Look, it's rougher. Its thing is rough. This is the G pen, which is okay, but this is the GG pen. Very smooth. Look at that. You see difference? Or is this like that episode of Dress Up Darling where she was trying to show the stockings?
No, I see the difference around the edges and stuff. But also it makes me think of like, is there an H pen?
Probably. I think G pens are called that because of their... I don't actually know where they're called G pens. There's H pencils?
Is it like a manufacturer thing?
Well, pencils are graded on like their lead, like how dark they are. So there's like B's, I think there might be A's, but like they go down to like H. I think H, it's been a while since I've done traditional art. I think H might be the darkest. I don't remember. You'll have to look it up. Why it's called a G pen. But it's the pen that looks like this.
Ah, like a nib pen.
Yeah, so it can spread, just like how this pen is. This is my GG pen, I call it. You see how it goes bigger and smaller?
Oh, okay.
That's the point, yeah.
Makes sense.
I don't know why it's called a G pen. But I have this one kind of set to all of my the wants and needs, so it's my favorite one to use when I'm not using something textured. I use the texture for things that are softer, a little less, I don't want to say professional, but like my Cult of Lamb stuff is usually done in my GG pen, or my real G pen, because it's rougher. And I like the rougher look for my Cult of the Lamb stuff.
So yeah, it's a dip pen, but that's like a brand. Like calling it a G pen.
Oh, okay.
It's the pens that most mangaka use. The pen nib is very elastic, giving the drawer the ability to change the thickness of the line by putting more pressure. But G pen is just like a thing.
Okay.
It'd be like calling it a Bic pen and stuff like that.
That's usually what they call it, though, so I'm not gonna go back on that.
The difference between the real G pen and the G pen is they added a texture to the real G pen to simulate traditional look.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, that's exactly what my G pen and real G pen do in here. Because especially with digitally, to get that like slightly rustic look, you have to program it.
Happy lurking. We've got made rice and we got sobaba in the air fryer, which we'll be having after stream.
Made rice.
It's got on a little skirt and everything. I made sure to put stockings on the bowl like you like.
Thank you, sweetie.
It's the maid. They gotta have the stockings with the line.
No, that's a bunny girl.
Why wouldn't maids have stockings with a line?
Because they have solid stockings.
You don't want them to have
Preferably opaque colors. They're professional.
But you like business ladies and
yeah, business ladies tend to have opaque stockings. They wouldn't have the line though, because the line is very retro.
Hmm.
It's because that's used to be how they put stockings together, but now they put them together in one solid tube, like
Yeah.
t-shirts.
Hmm. Do they do stockings like, remember that one thing we saw, the little, the sock knitter? The, like, little circular thing that would
Yeah,
do
it does it like that, basically.
Cool.
Yeah.
Neat. Ah, there's the ding, chat.
But it used to be, and with certain, like, retro aesthetics, especially with, like, fishnets and stuff like that,
Hmm.
if you want a more retro aesthetic, you're going to put in the lines, because that comes from the time when they had to basically make the material and then just put it
Sew it
together in the
together,
back,
yeah.
whereas now they just make it as a single tube and just seal it off.
Mm-hmm. There are some in here that are definitely going to be yours because they are a little more
Oh
cooked.
boy.
I know what you lack.
But the point in Dress Up Darling for the lines on the stocking that she was arguing is the lines on the stocking or lines on any clothes specifically help
Mm-hmm.
especially in like 2D or non 3D environments. If you just have a butt and legs solid, there's not much, but when you add the line to the back, it's going to curve with the rest of the body, so you get a little bit more three-dimensional stuff with it, and it's going to like bunch where the bottom of the cheeks are. It's the same with like Shipan, the striped underwear that was so popular
Yeah.
10 years ago or so.
It adds
It's pretty
dimension.
old now. It adds dimension to the thing that you're working with.
Mm-hmm.
So in a 2D space especially, it makes it so that you can emphasize curves more.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why she was so adamant about it.
I've seen a big rise, not necessarily in the line stockings, but in the having...
Oh, line stockings are very specific.
Yeah, but you know, how to put this? They're not lined, but they still have the line on the feet because they're particularly highlighting the feet in the stockings.
Yeah.
And they use the line in that to highlight it. And
Yeah.
I've seen a rise in that.
Yeah, because if you're into feet, that's going to highlight the toes. And no matter what stocking you get, whether it's currently made or retro style, you're going to have some level of reinforcement at the feet, either where they tie it off because they made it as a tube, or if it's nicer ones, you're going to have the actual little toe cover, maybe even a heel cover, because you're expected to wear those more than once. I mean, you've seen the fishnets that I wear sometimes for outfits.
Yeah.
They have a line at the toes where they would pinch off the fishnets, but they're very cheap, so they don't have anything more than the line. If you have like stockings you're expected to wear every day, you would probably see the fully, like, an extra layer almost. Like, it's usually darker around the toes. That's where I put it.
Like folded over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you know how socks sometimes have the toe is just, like, a different color? And it's, like, usually darker? Well, stockings will have it like that. Cheap ones wouldn't have that extra bit. They would just have the line where everything's stitched out. But that line, if you have toes, because toes make little bumps, is gonna follow those toes, so you get an extra sense of spatialness with them. And if you're into feet, I imagine that's pretty great. I don't know, I'm not into feet, but I am into stockings. They're nice.
That's fair.
I like legs. Feet are just the extension of legs.
They're leg lifters. What was it the other day? Like, salad is just a vessel for the salad dressing. Feet are just the vessel for legs for wife.
I like crunchy stuff in my salad.
I do, but I really like Caesar. Caesar's my favorite.
I'm not honestly huge on any dressings specifically. I just kind of like the combo of everything.
I think it depends too what's in a salad, because like some salads are way better than others, and it's just like the stuff that they use in them.
As long as it's not too strong, I don't really like ranch.
Yeah. Like there's I've never been a big fan of blue cheese.
I think I've had it.
Like it's just
I might like it. I like cheese.
it's
Blue
very,
cheese has mold in it.
it's very cheese flavor, but not like I don't know.
I don't mind a little sprinkle of cheese on my salad.
Not like
Specifically
musty,
like
but-
Swiss with the big slabs of it, where like, not like chunks, but like it's done long ways. It's like they scraped it off the block. That's
Just
nice.
peel
They're
it
really
off.
thin, but they're wide.
Yeah.
So they're almost like other pieces of lettuce. Now I want a salad.
I was like, I need more cheese.
I don't need more cheese.
Everything can be a vessel for more cheese if you do it right. Like, it depends on the cheese too, because like some of them I really like because it'll be like just like the shaved pieces of cheese that melt good.
I'll take goat cheese. I like goat cheese as an accent.
Yeah, that's a good one. That one recipe you had with the chicken Brian was
Yeah.
super good with the goat cheese.
I guess we could do that again, but it's such a process.
That's really the thing. It's like, it's such a process. It's really good, but it takes so much work.
All good food does.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like cooking.
Now, baking.
Baking's fun though.
Always.
You get to like make a little creature.
Mm-hmm. Bread moleculus.
Sometimes you get to decorate it. It's fun. Baking makes cute things. Food makes edible. Cooking makes edible things.
It's because you don't like to wait for food.
I can wait for baking, but you kind of just put it in there and just leave it
Sure.
for the most part. You don't usually need to watch baking,
Mm-hmm.
so it's less work for watching. It's more work for like getting it together.
Yeah.
Because, like, I can make a quesadilla. I have to watch it the whole time, but it's really not a lot of work. Meanwhile, if I want to make, like, a cake or cupcakes, I probably spend more time putting it together than I spent, like, watching the quesadilla cook. But then I can just put it in there and just wait for it to come out.
Mm-hmm. You do a lot of prep work and then you just let it be,
Mhm.
whereas with food, you do
And then you get
some
to
prep
decorate.
and then do more work.
Yeah, it's the whole thing is work, basically.
Yeah.
It might be less work in all, but it's a longer chunk of work.
Personally, I like food because I like just I like the feel of doing the actions, I guess is how I put it. Just like doing the cooking is really enjoyable to me.
I like decorating and making cute things.
Mm-hmm.
So I like making like cookies and cupcakes and cakes and stuff like that. Cute little guys.
I thought I was doing pretty good with the boigies recently.
Yeah, you're a great cook. I don't like to cook.
That was a neat experience.
I will take shittier food before I have to cook.
That's
I'll
good.
just take microwave crap.
Mhm.
But I'm not very food motivated. I am visually motivated, which is probably why I like baking more. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's cuter.
you get the results of it, and it's like, oh yeah, I made that.
It's cute.
Whereas like a roast is just like a meat log.
Yeah, it's not cute. I saw when I got that taiyaki, and I was like, oh my god, it's so cute.
Yeah, that was adorable.
I like cute things. So is he.
Highly soup motivated.
Meh. I'm gonna try to make it through today.
Mhm.
Yep. Sorry, everybody. Didn't mean to.
It is what it is. The day is different.
Yeah, it's actually working today.
Hmm.
I stopped drawing Sozo porn for this.
Today we did laundry and stayed the fuck indoors because it's hot.
Mm-hmm. I did the dumbass shit of drinking a Celsius this morning. Because I didn't feel like making a whole drink to take my meds. And I was like, oh, wake me up and shit like that. Which sometimes doesn't even work because I got the ADHD and sometimes caffeine makes me sleepier. But I am very sensitive to heat, and it was just hot enough to be like not bad but hot, and then Celsius makes you hotter.
Yeah.
It raises your temp.
If I'd have thought about that, I'd been like, oh, honey. But,
Yes, I will think of that now.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it's toasty out. No, it could be worse. It could be over there, because, like, North Carolina's got a tropical storm. So it's going to be hot, muggy, and destructive.
I think I start on some new commissions Monday, and I gotta finish Pixels, I know that.
Mm-hmm. Gotta check your calendar.
I think Pixels is the last one currently that's in progress.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have to check up on Lloyd. No, he hasn't given me the characters yet, so it's fine.
Just hit him with a squirt bottle.
Yep. I also gotta transfer the Patreon money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to make an appointment for my next tattoo.
She's very excited.
Mm. I want it,
Mm.
but making appointments and stuff is hard.
Yeah.
Hi, Minty. Sorry, we'll get to you tonight.
Everybody make sure to take care of yourself right now with all the heat and everything.
And don't go outside.
Stay indoors if you can. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Maintain your corporeal flesh. Huh. Minty says. And yeah, I mean, every year there's dipshittery with fireworks, so. Though ironically, I think one of the biggest stateside explosion would probably have been that one chemical plant that was in Texas. They had a fire, and while it's not normally a problem because they had everything stored in containers, the fire was big enough that the wrong kind of containers were close enough to each other, so during the course of the fire, it made solid-state rocket fuel.
Cool.
And blew the place up so hard that it registered as a 3.5 on the Richter scale.
Cool. Was anyone hurt?
No, most people evacuated during the fire.
Well, that's
so
good.
Nobody was really hurt, but they do actually have, like, there is footage of it from a nearby mountainside where you can see the shockwave coming out of the place.
Damn.
It was a big explosion.
As long as no one was hurt.
Yeah. Yeah. God, last night, like, there was still fireworks going off till freaking midnight because this area. Which, I mean, it could be worse. We could be back in Virginia where it would also be gunfire. But,
yeah, I found a bullet once.
Yeah. Yeah, we found a perfectly undamaged bullet. Like, a actual fired bullet had come to a stop.
Since Minty's here, we'll do Minty's.
Mm-hmm. And so we still have that. There is a literal undamaged fired 9mm bullet, which is just bonkers. Virginia, man. Here in Illinois, guns are fine. You just have to have a permit for them. Be a non-crazy person. Which that's something that I talked to Dad about. It's like, look, man, most people just want like sensible stuff, the same thing that you would for driving a car. So there's nothing wrong with that. It's very easy to do. Yeah, it probably was, or like fired from a long way off and just didn't happen to hit anything before it just ran out of steam.
Mm-hmm. That's what they do. They fire into the air.
Mm-hmm. usually, like, I gotta imagine that, like, there are so many places with, like, bullet holes on the roof. Because it's not something you would really notice anyway, since it's on the roof and it would be a tiny hole, probably. But, like, so many people in Virginia used to do that. They would just, like, it would sound like a, you know, orc factory nearby, because it'd just be so much DACA going off. I'm all for shoot things, but yeah. Speed change. Doom.
There's a method to my madness and nobody knows.
There's madness in your method?
Gonna be kind of chibified, Doom. Just a smidge.
Chibi Doom.
I thought it'd look cute.
Hey. Doomito.
What's a little less of Doom?
I mean, like...
Dread?
Unease?
Destruction? Decimation?
Malaise? Yeah, I guess decimation would count, because, like, the technical thing for that is, like, to decimate, which is to take a tenth. So technically that works, because it's not everybody's doomed, it's just sort of doomed. Impending doom. The worst thing possible, disappointment.
Oh yeah, that's the lowest one.
It's like the, you know, they have like the what are they, like, not Valkyries, but like the Fates and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You have just like, something like, this one is Malaise.
Gotta give him a bucket hat.
Yeah, you know, if you fire enough rounds, eventually it's gonna hit something. That's really just like, that's just a bummer. There's nothing you can do on that. Sucks.
It's like that one woman that got injured by a fucking meteorite.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, okay, guess it's just your day.
She was lying in bed in her house. It came through the fucking roof and hit her in the bed right on the side. It's because it's just like, fuck you, I guess.
Yeah.
God hates you.
There's like, there's a thing in physics that's like, statistically it's possible that you could just miss every atom of the floor and phase through the ground, but it's so unlikely that it's never happened yet. But it's not impossible.
When people are like, I used to like watch a bunch of atheist channels, and a lot of things they did was argue evolution and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And one of the things people would argue is like, you expect all this to be just random chance and stuff like that, but like every time I hear that, I think is like, the universe is so unfathomably big and so unfathomably old to us.
Yeah.
That it would almost be weird, even with like the smallest chance of it ever happening, that this kind of shit wouldn't happen. Because you say like 100 monkeys tighten helium light, it's more like an infinity amount of monkeys for an infinity amount of time. They're probably going to do Hamlet a few times.
Yeah. Was it Hitchhiker's Guide, where it was just like, we just find a planet that already has whatever we need?
Yeah.
It's like, it's statistically unlikely that there is a planet made of pillows. However, if you have infinite planets, statistics don't matter.
Yeah, because if you like roll a dice a countless number of times, eventually you're gonna like, I don't know, it explodes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Statistically, that'll eventually happen, and if you do that for a fucking like eternity in ever expanding space, and you're doing ever expanding dice, somewhere, a dice is gonna fucking explode. Just, in fact, it'll be weird if it happens once. And they could happen, like, so far apart from each other that's the whole thing. Like, is there life in the universe? Like, the universe is so old that life could have not only already happened, but it could have happened, spanned the entire universe, and died out by the time we even started to exist. And that's probably, honestly, more likely than not.
Just like the odds. Like, there was a thing where it's like, we found micrometeorites, and it had basically the start of, like, life. Like, molecules were starting to assemble themselves. It's just like, this is statistically likely to happen just because. So, like, eventually, you will find it. You have no choice in the matter. And yeah, like they said, they found a planet where it rains diamonds.
Yeah.
Because, again, shit can happen.
If you have an infinite amount of planets and an infinite, if anything, it's interesting that we found that one.
Yeah. So I like just like seeing space stuff in general, because it's just like, you have no idea what you could find. You can, you know.
You can.
It's incredibly unlikely, and you probably never see it.
I'm sure if you had like an infinite amount of dice in the universe and you all rolled them all at the same time, eventually, if you just had infinite time, they would all land on one.
Yep.
It'd be incredibly unlikely, but not impossible. That's the thing, if it's not impossible in the universe, it probably did happen. So just be like, oh yeah, life would never happen. You know, that's stupid. Must be a higher power. It's like, no, it probably happened a lot, actually. We gotta put a tiny minty in here. Boop.
Nat 1 on life. There is a lot of Nat 1s, though. You say that, but it's more like there is a chart of things that you can roll a Nat 1 on at the start of life, and you never know which one you're gonna roll on. That's why I like the D100 kind of thing, where it's just like, we've got the fuck up orb. Let's see what happens to you now.
Let's make Doom bigger so I can work on Minty easier. I find that kind of like reassuring though, that like literally anything that is possible probably did or will happen.
Yeah.
Possibly multiple times. I think that's pretty cool in a way.
Yeah,
as long as it can physically happen in the universe, it probably had or will happen.
You have no choice. It will occur.
Isn't that kind of cool though? Like,
yeah. I just like the idea of like just immeasurable vastness where anything is possible.
Immeasurable vastness in itself is pretty cool. Our little human minds can't. It's like literally Lovecraftian. It's literally eldritch.
The universe is unknowable by its nature.
Little tiny Minty. She's being a good girl. I'm gonna give her a life jacket. Because she's tiny. And they're gonna be on a boat.
Little floaties that look like pots.
Yes, also little floaties.
Exactly. Every one of you is both statistically impossible not to happen, but also entirely statistically impossible. You are unique and inevitable.
The Elephant Man was an interesting person. I've listened to a few things on him.
Again, unique but inevitable.
I mean, the Elephant Man itself is not even that impossible. It is, he had a thing where basically if you stretch your skin, it does not go back.
So it was, that's like collagen or something, right?
Something like that.
But yeah. Like, you know.
It's sort of like that disease, it's not a disease, it's I think it's a birth, it's like a genetic thing. But basically, any time your body takes any damage, your bones will grow in the place of muscle until you physically can't move anymore. And I remember when they were talking about it, one thing that people along the way had to tell people, like kids, because they find this fairly early, they had to tell kids, it's like, decide if you want to spend the rest of your life standing or sitting now, because there's benefits and disability with both.
Because I guess your pelvis would heal in a certain way.
Yeah, eventually you would just, like, your muscle becomes bone. You can't move.
How wild is that?
It's pretty terrifying. You can actually, like, look at pictures of it online, and you can see, like, bone growing where it should not. It's like this porous substance.
Which is funny, because there's actually an X-Men character that's, like, her mutant power is being able to do that, but, like, controlled.
Yeah. So if you can undo it, it's fine, but that's the thing. People with this disease or this disability do not.
Yeah, she's actually one of the Morlocks, because, like, while she can control some of it for, like, being able to, like, make knives and things like that, she can't undo a lot of it, because, like, she has, like, brow horns and things like that. We were talking about there's a real life disability, and there's a X-Men character named Marrow, who essentially has a controlled version of that. But she's a Morlock because she can't undo all of the appearance changes that are caused by it. And Morlocks are like, we're a bunch of weirdos and freaks and stuff, so we're gonna hide down here in the sewers and have our own sewer society. Even though, like, man, you're in the Marvel universe. You guys are not even the weirdest looking things around, but
people are still mean.
Yeah, people are still shitty. And for a while there, Storm actually took over the Morlocks. Because Storm is cool.
Rockin' and a rollin', splishing and splashing over the horizon. What could it be? Doom.
We actually have, thinking of, like, really catchy tunes, at work, we randomly got somebody didn't like the book that they got online, so we have a Magic School Bus little kids book.
Oh, that's precious. They still, like, print those and stuff.
Yeah, they do.
Some of them are actually out of date with their information, same with the TV show.
Oh, I imagine.
Yeah. Because science especially changes a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Even just the dinosaurs, since they're all the scaly type.
I mean, it's also, what, that was in the Oddies that was made? Or was that, like...
Oh, it was the 90s.
90s? Yeah.
It was cel-painted, too.
Yeah, so, like, it's been a hot minute since any of that stuff was done.
There was a lot of really good educational content made in the 90s, because that's when they had more funding.
Fund it more.
No, they keep taking funding from it.
Yeah, I know. So stupid. That's literally one of those.
Oh, they've been fighting PBS. Like, you watch Matchbaum stuff about gay history and stuff like that. They've been fighting PBS as long as physically possible. Yeah, I think it's like pretty good. I actually redrew it. The first one I didn't like. It was during that weird point where I was kind of having a burnout. And I actually didn't care for it that much. So I redrew it once I was feeling a little better, and it came out much better.
And it's got
Sometimes
teeth.
you just need a little bit of consideration. And what were you saying, honey?
And it's got teeth.
It does have teeth. Oh, they're mandibles.
Hey.
I was tempted to put teeth all the way down, but I decided against it because it was too busy. I wanted, like, teeth because, like, the mouth of ants kind of look like this. I want to do that all the way down, but I was like, it's too busy. Besides, Haket already has that. But now that she's, like, mortal, instead of being sharp, they're kind of like the little homestucky teeths. Like those. They're very soft.
Aww.
They're rounded. If anything, it's more like she's ribbed.
Not like fucking kitty teeth where it's like somehow can penetrate their steel plate.
I can't draw it on here because it'll look too inappropriate, but I do have Nari with going down, and then the top has layers of little spikes. But they're all very soft when they're not a huge god. I think Ewan's god stuff looks really cool, personally. I was glad I was able to draw that.
Yeah, that came out real good. Big lady.
Yeah, I was actually looking around for a lot of, I haven't done bug designs before all that much, so I've been trying to play with it. That may not be permanent. I need to do more research on them, honestly, because I could do better. But it's been fun. I'd like to do like a naked Shimura, especially with the goats sometime, and like play with their plating and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's interesting with them, like, do you make some plating is like, I've seen people do all hard, which is the joints have the soft, but some people have the hard, and then the soft comes out between the joints. Like, think Hollow Knight, there's like that chubby guy who, like, his inside stuff kind of comes out and makes a tummy. So I'm debating on what I want to do and what I don't want to do. There's a lot of choices, and there's not a lot of people who go out. I went to E61 to see if there was any cool ideas off the bat, and I searched ants, and there was only 20 some pages of it, and I was like, people not fucking ants? There's not bug life stuff up in this bitch? No one wants to fuck the bug life bugs?
I think it's because like the articulated plating and stuff like that starts getting into the same turf as like Transformers and like hard plate stuff, and that is a very particular kind of
No one wants
artist.
to fuck the main guy from Bugs Life. I'm disappointed in you.
It's just harder to draw, I think.
I did see like one of that, I think, while I was browsing around, but a lot of it was like, there's one artist who I've actually followed before who does do bugs, but she doesn't really do them. She doesn't cartoony. She doesn't really do them plated or anything. So that's
and
understandable.
moths, yeah, which are just soft.
Moths are cute.
But they're just gonna be soft.
I didn't do her fully naked, but she was like nude with her wings covering her with Monch. That was fun to do. The segmented bodies are really interesting and fun, but it takes a bit more research. And I'm never like completely satisfied with it.
Toxic Yaoi the grasshopper from Bugs Life. Yeah, I can see that.
I was reading some manga today, and it was basically an anthology of Old Man Yaoi, which was pretty fun. Some of the artists were really good. I ended up getting some good references, but it was all like PWP, so I wasn't really reading it. I was just kind of like scrolling through it to see if there was any good references. Maybe finding some of the artists to find some of their original work later. Yeah. They had some really nice big buff men, and they were all older, so they were all like office worker men pretty much, so that was also nice, but like being bottoms, and that was nice. That was kind of the theme of the book. It was like tops, people who look like tops being bottoms.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
You know, thinking on it, you'd probably be able to get some good references from Xenomorphs. But they're a little, like, you would think they're a little more organic, right? But some people really do draw them very angular and bug-like. So that
I don't necessarily, actually, I like it to be a little more curved if I can.
Well, then maybe it actually will help then. Because, like I said, a lot of people draw Xenomorphs.
It's really just the segmentation that I'm working with.
All of my organs are in my butt.
That's true. And I try not to make the ginormous butts, because one, I like to have at least like I don't mind a silhouette if like they're way bigger, but honestly, if it's just comic to comic, it makes it a little difficult to like pose. Most of my monsters are relatively humanoid. I don't do like quadrupeds and stuff like that, because I have human references. And I also like the human body, just in general. I think it's really fun to do.
If your bug has all its organs in its butt and it breathes through its butt, does that mean anal's a blowjob?
Because if you get like, I saw some good spider designs, but they were like Dryad, where everything is like, it's a human on top of a bug, whereas I want to be like, how am I gonna divide up this bug design to be more humanoid, I guess, so.
Yes, H.R. Geiger was, had a particular art style. There was a whole,
he designed furniture.
Yeah, there was a non-Aliens video game that was H.R. Geiger.
Oh yeah, it's Darkseid.
Which, that was really cool.
Honestly, I feel like that you could remake that game today, and it would definitely hit with like the weird indie horror crowd.
Oh yeah.
It just felt like a lot of people just doing what they wanted to do, which is cool. That's, I was thinking while I was watching, Dress Up Darling, and even Apocalypse Hotel, like, one thing I kind of miss about anime these days is, the otaku stuff where it's just, like, a love for what they're doing.
Yeah.
The whole, like, I am obsessed with this specific thing and I'm gonna talk about it type deal, which is what she does. And you can see, like, in like Apocalypse Hotel and stuff, the references to other animes that doesn't necessarily make sense or anything like that. It's like, we just want to do this, so we're gonna do this. And I miss that a lot in animes these days. They feel a lot more processed than they used to. And even when they're not, when they want to do their own story, it ends up being like a big fancy like Madoka type thing, like One Direct Priority. If it's like an anime original story, they almost feel like they have to like apologize for being an you know, an original. They can't just be fun and silly.
You're not allowed to have joy and weirdness.
Yeah.
How dare.
And there's like problems with the old stuff too, like the fact that they used to have to put in more sex and nudity than they even wanted to just to sell OVAs and stuff like that. But I really miss that like Otaku Drive, watching Comic Party, the anime, recently, a few weeks back. And I also I watched a thing that was talking about it's not iOtaku, that one. It's the otaku show. It's got the bunny girl on the front of it, where they all like make a little thing, and it's based off the Daikon short. I forget.
Yeah.
But I miss the like enthusiasm and the fanness of it. It's just unapologetically super excited about something stupid.
Yeah. Like the era of games where they just made weird stuff. Yeah, like if you ever look
We're kind of back in that now.
Yeah. You know, it's indies and stuff, and some of them are actually getting a lot larger with the stuff they're making, which is nice.
You could also make more stuff these days with less.
But like, I remember MDK back in the day. That was one of those just weird. They were like, we want to make this third person, you know, not FPS, sort of, but also an FPS, and it was just fucking weird, and looked weird, and it played weird, and it was fun and goofy, but like, had a lot of money behind it. But you would never see an MDK remake or something like that. Nobody's like, oh man, MDK, I love that. Except, you know, me, because I'm a weirdo, but like... That's fine, I understand.
I miss the love in a lot of these things. That's what attracted me to anime in the first place, I think. It's just the love for, whether it was like, I'm gonna, you know, draw every grass blade in this scene because I want to, or I want to do this, or I just want to linger in this space and show you how I see it as a person. That was one of the reasons I got into anime in the first place, and you still see it sometimes, but I hate to see it like go to the wayside for just like light novel adaptations. Even if it was problematic at times, I'd rather it be like sincere.
The Good Life, where you're a photographer in a rural England town, made by Swery, the Deadly Premonition guy. Yeah.
Deadly Premonition, that was the game I was talking about last stream. The one that's like Twin Peaks, that's so weird, but everyone's really into it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I didn't know that was made by that guy. I remember, Yahtzee reviewed it. Yeah. I think I had it on my wishlist for a while. I might have cleaned it up at some point.
I mean, Deadly Premonition, like, honestly, it's... Playing it is so clunky that nowadays I would say just go watch it.
Go watch a video, yeah.
Yeah. Because it is cool, but by God, is it clunky.
It's weird.
And that's fine and fun.
If I'm saying it's weird, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
You say, like, embrace the jank, but sometimes it's just to, like, a frustrating level of just poor game design glitches, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, this...
Like, people who didn't know how to design a game are making a game, or people are making a game that has had quality of life improvements over the years, but they decided not to do them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Jank can serve the story, but sometimes it just don't.
Sometimes it's just they literally don't know how to make it not. I'm not really sure that Swery's ever gotten proper developers to work on
I know their
things.
recent one was pretty bad, like, as far as, like, reviews were, I think.
Yeah.
Like, it reviewed very poorly, and it still had the jank.
I'm not sure that one even got finished.
Did it? It didn't? I remember skateboarding in it.
Yeah. Swear, he's like Kojima. He had $50 on a ham sandwich. The ham sandwich was given to him because they thought he was suspicious.
No, they thought he was homeless.
That man tries.
Bless
but
him.
like, I mean, he does. Like, he has put in a lot of attempt with what little he has to work with.
Yeah, he wants to do something. I feel like he could do it better.
Yeah.
Like, even given what he was like back then, maybe not. Like, maybe not then, because like things were still, that was like PlayStation 2 era, wasn't it?
Yes.
Something like that. But like today, like, we have the means to do that in a way that, like, I'm playing Rika right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Baba Yaga simulator.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. When I clocked out earlier, I had to clock out because I got a glitch that made my entire fucking Baba Yaga house disappear. And I hope when I reload it, it's fine. But that's clanky as shit and stuff like that. But it's still playable, and it's designed in such a way that if like the glitches get really bad, I can just like, there's a button to pop yourself out. There's an option to like load a save. There's bug reports and stuff like that. Like, you can put out a janky game and people still like it.
Mm-hmm.
You can put out a janky game and it's still playable. But like, the amount of jank that they have, I just feel like there's not enough excuse these days. Because you can make something that has charm to it these days and be janky but playable.
Yeah. It's like, as much as I will absolutely be like, fucking, epic, but like,
Give Minty her water wings.
You can use Unreal Engine, it's fine. No Unity though, fuck them boys. Unity just like, I know it's corpos, and I know they're assholes, but Unity just seems to be incapable of helping itself. Like, just the dumbest fucking decisions. Like, hey, we already screwed over a bunch of developers before and then tried to do it again. Now we're gonna put generative AI in our engine.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Toby made Undertale and fucking RPG Maker. You can make amazing things in very simple shit these days.
I just, like, bruh. And the only reason they stopped doing the Gen AI thing was because their own developer on stream made a Mickey Mouse with it.
Fucking idiots.
And then they had to take it down, hide the VOD, and apologize and say they were going to put protections in place.
God, I hope, like, if Disney and Paramount do nothing else for the fucking world, I hope they fucking get on that shit.
Yeah. Sue it out of existence.
AI is one thing, but like, you know, you talked about how like it's impossible because it's already been trained on everything. But at the very least, we could potentially stop it now. Or force people to like credit the things they use and stuff like that. I mean, do something.
Yeah.
We're fighting a losing battle. It's like global warming, but we could do something.
I mean, we could just outlaw this shit all around.
They're not gonna do that.
I know.
We could also not have like a fucking king taking over our fucking country right now, but no one's doing anything, so.
It was made in Game Maker, which is not that much more advanced than our, yeah.
There you go. Sorry, my bad.
Oh,
I
man.
was working in RPG Maker.
He might have started on it. Maybe that was what he did.
I remember a note, like, sending out a note about it, but I'm dyslexic, so I'm probably wrong.
Yeah. But, so Zune was the Toho developer.
Yeah, Toho is so wild. Because it's like, only ever been an indie game, despite the fact that it's fucking huge. It's
would-
never had like, it's always been like a doujinshi game, basically.
I'm not even sure if it's huge. I just know that it's like known by everyone ever kind of thing.
I still have never played a Toho game. Maybe I should sometime. But I have never played a fucking Toho game. But if you showed me a character from Toho, even if I don't know their name, I could probably tell you, 1, they're from Toho off the top of my fucking head. 2, what their personality is. And 3, that I have seen them in Miku Miku dance videos.
That they have a banging soundtrack.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, that motherfucker making the thing is like, what if I just got my own CD burners and just burnt the CDs for this game? Like, dude, you could just...
I was like, I had never, because there's never been official release of it because it's never been official.
Yeah.
But like here in the States, you can only get it online. And so I spent my entire like growing up knowing about it, but not knowing about it basically, because I wasn't big on PC games until much later in life as a console loser. But so I looked it up because I was curious, and it's really just been indie all the way. Like, damn.
Always has been.
It's pretty cool though.
The Toho guy holding a gun to himself. It's always indie. It always has been. Oh, man.
It's kind of fascinating in a way. It's really resisted ever reaching out of that. And I think that's really interesting in this day and age, especially. And I don't mean like, oh, like he's never become a real thing. But no, like the fact that he's been able to be so just like, I'm just going to do this because I want to.
Because I can.
And not allow necessarily like anything to come out officially is really cool. He's living the artist's dream, really.
Toho is like the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You hear about them constantly, but you never know anything about it intentionally. Yeah.
Yeah. I learned about him from Miku Miku Dance, so.
Yep.
And other Miku products.
Bad Apple.
Which I think was made in Miku Miku Dance.
Yeah. Or like the what is it? Like the thing where they do the pixel art and stuff? And like for some reason, like everybody else will struggle to do something, and then the Toho players just make like functional Bad Apple on the front fucking page. It's like, Jesus, guys.
It's a great song too.
Mm-hmm. Like, we have taken over the Canadian flag with more Bad Apple. You cannot stop us.
I could totally see that. I also hate working with other people. I think that's why Toby's shit takes so long. He's got like 5 people he trusts, and one's Temmie.
He's been forcibly dragged out of the basement.
Yeah, I've seen that one too. That was cool. And it's a good song. It deserves to be made a bunch of times, so. There we go. Minty's safe in her water wings and her air thing. Life jacket. The thing that makes you not die. The life jacket.
The anti-death jacket.
The anti-death jacket. I'm probably going to leave the bottom transparent so you can make him fishing wherever you want. That sounds like fun.
Just
I gotta pee. I'll be right
fishing into a museum.
back. I'll be right back, I promise, chat.
Can't believe Hussey had a cross-dressing twink in his basement who managed to match his legacy in much less time. It's true! Everyone thinks Toby Fox was strapped to the water heater, but really the water heater was strapped to Toby Fox.
It was one of those, limiters.
just unties Hussey from one leg and the heater from the other. Creates Deltarune leaves. The water heater was for your protection. Just throw Minty in there like the bait. Minty is the bait on the string. Just give Minty a knife and throw her in on the fishing rod. This is fine. I mean, like, yeah, that would be power limiting. It's just like, I always like. I mean, it always comes back to the Naruto one because that's like the prototype for that, right? But like, I do like the idea of just like, I'm holding myself back because otherwise I might fuck something up. There's actually that's canonical to Superman. At the start of things, when he was first starting to be Superman, he's like, I didn't fight this one guy as hard as I should have because I wasn't sure if I could actually punch him. I didn't want to just like taste this person. And so canonical to Superman, he is always holding himself back most of the time because he's like, he's gotten very good at it now, but he's never quite certain if he's just gonna vaporize somebody with an uppercut. And that's about his character. Because he's a good person and not a fucking asshole. Oh, we gotta make Superman cool and damage things. No, then you have completely forgotten the face of this character. That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop it. Like, that is literally a fundamental of Superman. And like, yeah, at the one point where he flew through a series of suns and uppercutted somebody so hard it made a crater visible from orbit, yes, that was cool. Good job. However, he literally only did that because he knew that that person was canonically like a universe breaker and could handle getting hit like that. Yeah, Superman is just the costume, it's true. I just think he's neat. Superman holding up the entire planet Earth in one hand. I just think it's neat.
I don't think you could do that.
I mean, he can fly in space. He would just be sitting there with his hand against...
Wouldn't he?
Well, I guess,
I
yeah.
don't know how that would work. I guess I think he had enough strength to, like... He'd just push it up in the air into, like, space and it would float away.
Yeah. He's...
I'm curious about the physics of that now.
I think he's was it the moon or the planet that he towed at one point? They made like a harness for him and he pulled it.
I don't fucking know. I was into Batman.
I was talking about how Superman canonically was like, at first when I first started out, I stopped from fighting this one guy as much as I should have because I wasn't sure if I could actually punch him and not just paste this guy when he hit him.
Why do you guys stick the thingies in their little fishy hats?
Mostly decorative, but also that way you don't have to hold onto it with your hands.
Don't you have a tackle box?
Yeah, but you can also put more up there. That's why it's mostly decorative. It's neat, it's fun, it looks nice.
Seems like you'd poke yourself in the head.
You probably would. A lot of times now they're just like little plastic bobbins that are just added to the hat for, you know, style points.
I gotta get my style points.
Can you just bend over and touch grass and push the earth down? Maybe.
I don't know physics-wise how that would work.
Ah, there's a lot.
But it's also a comic book,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
There's a lot of comic book logic. I mean, like, why would him flying through multiple, like, stars in a row before punching the guy power him up? Because it's cool?
Rule of cool.
It's neat. Why is one
I
guy...
want to put a fish in Minty's mouth.
It's like, why is one guy who's canonically just a complete fucking dumbass have one of the Green Lantern rings? 'Cause it serves the story. He's still a chuckle fuck with a mullet, but, you know, whatever.
Would he even be able to, like, move the Earth in space? Because, like, wouldn't he just crush the ground?
Yeah.
We need a physicist up in this bitch.
No, I do not like physics. I don't like it. It's too much math. Physics is science falling too close to the math, and I don't like it.
Okay, dumbass.
Physics is straight science.
Have fishes jump out, smack Minty in the face.
You're going by on your motorboat, and all those stupid jumping fish come out and plap onto the deck on the way by.
Free fish.
Free fish. They're not right. They're fish. The answer is Magic Dog. Yes, who's apparently going to be in the current movie when it comes out. So
I legit could not care fucking less.
yeah, pretty much. Don't care. It's neat. I'm glad the dog's in there. Crypto's cool.
What the dog do?
Whatever he needs to. He's a good boy.
I don't care about cryptos. Like, I don't care about fucking superhero movie.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't in probably over a decade, except for Venom, which I don't even count.
Venom is a buddy cop with a superhero
Yeah.
trapping.
Venom's a gay love story.
Yeah.
Yeah, Venom's hot.
Venom is the Brokeback Mountain of superhero movies. Yeah, technically it's a superhero the same way Brokeback Mountain was technically a cowboy movie.
It was a cowboy movie.
Yeah, but that's not the purpose of the movie.
In their defense, it couldn't happen if they weren't cowboys.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be cowboys. The whole point is, like, you're allowed to go out there and be yourselves.
Mm-hmm. At Ram Ranch.
Oh, I don't want to make mean jokes.
No, no.
They had to work hard to get that movie out.
Yeah, the more and more I hear
We
about
watched,
it,
like, the Dan Bell about it. Or Matt Baum, not Dan Bell.
yeah.
And, like, it was so good and interesting. And the amount of effort they had to put out to make that fucking movie is, like, so sad.
Yeah, like, I, obviously didn't watch it at the time, because, yeah.
I was a baby.
Yeah, but, like, the more I learn about it later, the more it's just like, huh, cool.
And you wouldn't even, like, bat an eye at it today.
Yeah, right? But, like, not only was it just, like, such a struggle to get it out, then it was such a struggle to try and bury it so it wouldn't get any awards and stuff.
And, like, everyone constantly made jokes about it.
Oh, yeah.
The whole damn time.
Mm-hmm.
What are you, 5?
Guy Gardner might be simple, but he's strong-willed. Yeah, that boy is, what is it? All wisdom, no it. There is not a brain cell in there, but boy, when he gets an idea, he'll keep going. Old man Superman, I'm a man! Now you're a man! A man, man, man.
Why does he have a gun?
Actually, doesn't that work for Old Man Superman, actually?
Yeah, that was why I was making the joke. 'Cause at one point he has a big old gun, and it's like, why he got a gun?
That's a good joke, man. Good job. It's very stormy out there.
It is.
Why couldn't they have done that a couple of days ago so we didn't have to deal with the fireworks?
God.
Yeah. Everybody enjoys a good explosion, I know. Just don't want one at midnight.
I think everyone should stop at like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
That should be the line. People want to sleep. Children are sleeping.
Not with the explosions going off.
Yeah, no, you either. My poor husband.
Yeah. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's not sleep. Was the RPG thing working?
Yeah, it's going right now.
Okay. See, personally, I like I like sparklers. Obviously, I'm very simple, and I like the pretty colors. But also, I really like the color spray ones, like the toomps with the dye. I love those. I think they're so fun. Because they're not really explosions, and they're not scary, and they make pretty colors and stuff, and they're a lot of fun.
They're a lot of fun.
Plus, it doesn't leave a bunch of chemicals and problems. Oh no, more like the East Indian, where they do like the color festival kind of thing. Those kind of ones. Those are my favorites. I just think they're neat.
I don't really care, I just want a nap.
I don't really care. I just really want a nap.
Anyone is fine, I just really want a day.
I don't want to die alone. Da-da-da-da. I sometimes wonder if our weird
Doom's keeping Minty here to use her as bait later.
Obviously. That's why she's got the floaties on for recovery afterwards. You know, like when a thing falls, like when the capsule falls from space, they have the little floaties on it.
Yeah, he's just gonna set her on, like he's gonna put her on the thing and put her in the water.
It just ties the fishing rod to her, gives her a knife, and yeets her into the water.
Yeah!
You just see Minty with like a knife in each hand and a knife in her teeth.
Crying the whole time.
Screams in fishing intent.
Why would you do this to me, father? You just shove her down the hole?
Minty.
There you go, Minty. Go down the hole.
She yearns for the hole.
The bubbling is extra funny.
That's a reference for the wife and people who watch Baywatching. What's up?
She comes out Neurosis with her with another knife. I got another knife.
Have more knives.
Neurosis is like the explosion you throw in the entire fucking water.
I was thinking she's more like Majima, like you're going over the beach with a metal detector and it starts going off, and you go to scoop it up and it's just Neurosa coming out with knives.
Damn it, Neurosa.
She's just watching this stabbing everywhere system.
I don't know what I did with the top of this.
There apparently
Who drew this? I don't fucking know.
there was a thing that I was watching that was talking about the stuff with like Majima in that game. And there's apparently one part where you can actually fight Majima so many times that like there'll just be a goon that tells you that Majima's gone on to the next area to relax and chill for a bit. You can just actively fight Majima too many times and he's just like, I need a nap.
I want him to cosplay as Majima in the dress.
Hell yeah. That means you gotta be Kiryu.
Oh, I want to be Ichiban. Ichiban!
Majima is an icon, yeah. An icon of what? We're not sure, but there they are.
Hell.
Majima is my favorite.
Ichiban. They had camera glasses for Kiryu in one level, and he looked at some titties, and Ichiban got so embarrassed.
Which is funny, because there's an entire video game about Kiryu being a spy. Like, that is a canonical thing that he's hired to be like...
Doesn't mean he won't look at the titties!
He's hired to be like a 007 kind of character, but he's like objectively the worst at it because he's an idiot.
What are you gonna do? Say no to him? No! He's like that orc that just has like really fucking high intimidation and he just tells you you don't see orc. And you're like, guess I fucking don't.
Kiryu is the autism icon, it's true.
Kiryu, like, yeah, I think he's probably got some level of autism, but he can just beat your ass so no one cares.
Look,
like, who's gonna fucking make fun of him or anything?
like, oh yeah, we can't do that heist on Thursday. Kiryu's got the tiny car racing thing. What do you mean he's got tiny car? Look, he's got tiny car racing on Thursday. We're gonna let him do it. We'll do the crime on Friday.
You gonna tell him no?
It's just Kiryu just standing at the track with a bunch of like middle schoolers just fucking yelling as this little car goes around. It's like he actually owns the place, but he's still just there racing his little tiny cars. Everybody else runs the business. Is that car racing thing like a front for Kiryu? No, he bought it, but no.
Wasn't there like one Yakuza who like bought something and then just liked it?
Well, there was the one that was running the
orphanage?
The
Yeah.
orphanage. It's like, isn't that a tax scam? I mean, yeah, but it's still a thing. Yeah, Kiryu was in real estate in the 80s, so was a chicken. That's one of the managers you can get to run the real estate minigame in the 80s.
You could get to do it in all of them, honestly.
Yeah. I think the chicken is, like, a constant. Isn't the crayfish and the chicken, like, in all of them?
The crayfish is in at least all the... I've only played the Like a Dragons, so... I think her name's Nancy?
Nancy.
She got a girlfriend.
Yeah. Because they went to Hawaii. She got to meet new people. Just a Japanese crayfish in Hawaii, just completely, like, utterly out of their little element kind of thing. It's adorable.
The chicken is in Like a Dragon.
Yeah.
The chicken do show up. Doing its chicken shit.
All the other things going on, but there's just this one legendary chicken that is, like, would be canonically, like, 30 years old at this point.
I feel like that's probably based off of some kind of, like, Yakuza lore. Is like, yeah, we just put this under this guy's identity and the guy is a chicken or something to, like, run a scam.
It's probably one of those, like, we use the name, but, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when they need, like, buildings for places, and it's just, like, an outhouse somewhere or something. That kind of shit.
This is obviously the office of this big business. It's like, a basement somewhere. One guy with a phone. Heck, nowadays, like, you don't even need that. It's all online. That's, North Korea has actually been, there was a huge FBI sting recently about North Korea pretending to be IT people to, like, both just take money, like, just actually claim the paychecks kind of thing, but also, like, to try and steal cryptocurrency and funnel money in secrets and things like that. Because, they're wanting to get a nuclear plant, like, nuclear program up kind of thing. So there's just, like, a whole boatload of Korean IT people. Where it's only Majima speaking. Yeah. Majima would.
I didn't get the newer Majima game because, like, I had already played the Like a Dragon ones and I didn't really think it was worth all the money they were charging.
Got Yakuza out.
Well, it's not that. I would like to play more of it, but I think, for one, it's, AAA games are over fucking charged.
Yeah.
Just in general. And I like Ichigo. Or Ichiban.
Ichigo.
Yeah. I actually, I like Kiryu as a character, but I don't want to spend a whole game as him, so I didn't know if I would necessarily like Majima. Like, the whole game. He's fun and stuff like that, but I really, like, felt invested in Ichiban, so...
Yeah.
Like, he's a character that I like emotionally, instead of just like, hee hee hee, funny man.
I wonder if they're gonna do more Majima stuff. Or, not Majima, Ichiban.
I don't know.
I would imagine so. I don't think they did bad.
But also, like, the second one with Ichiban just kind of felt like a big DLC pack for the first one, or like, it'd be an expansion these days. It just didn't necessarily feel like a new game. It was like more of the same, and considering I got the first one for like $30 and it made me cry, or not even $30, like $7, I was like, fine, I'll pay full price for this one because the first one was really good. Y'all get my money. But like that's where it ended. All right, they're efficient. Woo! They're efficient. Alright, and it's Octavia.
I am Octavia.
We gotta do Leshy being a chaos gremlin. What should he do?
Hide in the bushel of vegetables at a supermarket.
No. I have to draw a whole bushel of vegetables.
No, you just have
Let me check my meme folder.
Sure. But like, yeah, you just have like the table with the cabbages on it, unless she's in the middle of it. They did. They said that they also attached an image if you wanted to do that as a Chaos Gremlin.
Oh, where?
I don't know.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, that one. Yeah, that works. Good, now I know how to look things up. I'm lazy. No, that was my fault for not noticing. I know this artist.
Hey.
They're probably having a lot of fun right now.
Mm-hmm. Femboy Rousey's enjoyers eating good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that one. Okay.
Hey, Lucy, do you know what's Pride Month? What do you want me to do? Have my cat get my cat Gare?
Go on Great Crusades.
Hey. Lamb leading the Rainbow Crusade.
They already are.
I just thought of a, you know that one that you did of Nari earlier? There's that meme where it's
The
like...
titty one?
Yeah. There's that one where it's like, wow, those look heavy. Can I help you carry them? And then the person is just walking behind the person holding their tits.
It's you.
You could, Lamb would have done that, but they're so short. Nari walks up behind Lamb, plops titties on Lamb's head. Ah, comfort.
So I do to you.
You do.
Sometimes you got air them bitches out.
It's nice. Weighted comfort titties. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow.
Skeet. Big fatter hit.
Hey, your Leshy has overtaken their love of Nari.
Alas, I don't have much going on with Leshy because I feel like he needs no character development.
He is already the character he needs to be.
Yeah.
Screm.
That boy is perfect the way he is. He doesn't need to change. He's just happy.
Leshy is the upside down orange cat of your...
Aside from Calamar, I really have Leshy being like the second most just comfortable with whatever the fuck's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you consider Shimura too.
They have their cat, they have their snackies, everything's fine.
They get to torture the lamb and their siblings every day.
Mm-hmm. There's stuff to bite.
Lots of stuff to bite. People to bother. Though I think Calamar is pretty happy to be domesticated too.
Mm-hmm.
And Shimura is just happy to be with all these siblings.
Calamar's like, I'm classy and domestic. Well, you're one of those things.
Isn't domestic like the worst, like, of the classy? Like you don't get like domestic beer.
Yeah, sometimes. It depends. Most beer snobs are just weird anyways. Depends on where you are. Some places like, you have that warm, weird lager and I don't know. Beer's weird. I don't like beer, man. Despite my southern drawl, I do not like beer.
I need to draw Haket carrying Leshy with his little butt just hanging out. Because he does not wear pants. Need beans.
The beans. My goodness, beans. Which do you prefer more, beans or little snoots? Like
Hooves.
Okay, hooves are little snoots.
Hooves.
Hooves are the ultimate in cute.
Yes, they're very cute.
You just like,
This isn't even like I'm a furry and this is my fashion. No, they're just adorable. Oh, hooves.
got the sliding scale of cuteness where hooves are at the top and everything else is beneath.
Yeah, they're cute. Little horns. Some people draw the lamb with human feet, and I hate that.
Why?
I don't know, but I see it sometimes, and I hate it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sometimes with full toes, I'm like, stop. Stop!
That just seems like something that the Cult of the Lamb, like, official blog would do as a joke one day. Not
Those
gonna
are
lie.
cute, and you can stompy them when you're grumpy ways. And when you go on the wood floor, you go. Because they jump.
Single Angie stomp. They're so cute when they stomp, and then you just see, like, Nari getting kicked through a wall.
I do like how other people have, like, serious Leshy stories. I'm just like, goblin.
Gorgon.
Little goblin baby man. Nothing deeper than that.
No thoughts, only bite.
Yeah. Y'all can develop his character. I'm just gonna make him a little shit.
Put Melody over here like, you're at only bites. Only lambs. It's the new website for Cult of the Lamb AUs. Only lambs. Why does that sound like it'd be a Christian porn site now that I've said it?
I've done the only lambs joke, honey.
I mean, yeah.
He's perfect the way he is. God made him perfect.
Mm-hmm.
The God is him.
Everyone hears bite-sized and they think, oh, adorable and tiny, but no, they're the right size to bite you.
Unless he's like a shark, he's gotta put things in his mouth. Gotta bite them first to figure out if they're like good to eat. Doesn't matter if they are or not, he's gonna try to eat it.
Do I like this thing? Chomp. Ew, I hate it.
Stop eating it then! Nah! That's your brother!
It fits in my mouth, I'm going to bite it. Shimura. No, Calamar. I'm okay with this.
No, he's not. He'd be freaked out, because you don't know what's been in Leshy's mouth.
Everything. Like a baby.
He doesn't even put it in his mouth, he just bites. Doesn't get past the teeth.
Leshy's binky is just like a fucking piece of metal. It's like, look, we know he can't bite through this, it'll be fine. What if he breaks a tooth? It won't be the first time.
Like I said, he's perfect.
His binky is the cat, it's true.
Stop biting your brother.
Here, bite this instead. Okay! Chomp!
It's Calamar.
Cat's like, and I was into that.
I like that I make him never wear pants, and he's just got like the little dress. It was like a normal robe, but he just chewed and stretched it out enough and got dirty enough. Now it kind of looks like a full dress.
It's all torn up.
And whenever he's just like in the right angle, which is most of them, everyone just gets to see his ass.
Yep.
Did they ask for it? No. They're gonna see it though.
but it's there.
Probably
and you
his
have no
balls too.
choice. Unless she's little twig and berries.
Well, I have put up what his genitals look like online, so
Yeah.
he doesn't actually have balls because I don't like balls, so I didn't incorporate them. Do any of my characters have balls? Narander has balls.
Narander definitely has balls.
Yeah, I've drawn Narander with balls.
Because little kitty balls are hilarious.
I should have made them little kitty balls, yeah. I think they look a little silly. On like the spiky cock.
That's what makes it even better.
Just not a fan of balls, man.
Yeah, that's fair.
And most of my characters have something weird going on, or they're intersex, or...
Most of my characters have something weird going on. You don't say.
I ate the toothpaste. If they didn't want me to eat it, why was it mint flavored?
Mint flavor is supposed to be a deterrent. Not if it gets in my mouth.
I'm half mint anyway.
What's the other half? Catnip, according to my boyfriend.
I am trying to work on the catnip comic. I've had it planned forever. Plus, I just want to draw some porn.
Yeah.
Some low-stakes porn.
Fleshy made of nettles. So just stinging nettles.
I mean, I'm sure if you get fur enough. Well, if it's far back enough, you would get them both from the same place.
Yeah.
You'd get them from the, apothecary.
Mm-hmm.
And, the women would get a lot of poisons. Not just for, like, household things, but to kill their husbands.
What else you do? It was a treat.
Like, a lot of people are like, I want no-fault divorce back! And it's like, okay, we're going back to killing husbands, I guess.
Yep. You can do this peacefully, or you can do this with rat poisoning. Take your pick.
Well, might have been there to keep rats out. But again, you used to get both at the apothecary, and at one point they were both, like, powders.
Yeah.
Because it used to be you didn't have toothpaste, you had tooth powder. That sounds terrible, now that I say it out loud, but, you had, like, the powder toothpaste, and you would, basically add some water to it and, like, rub it together so it would lather, and then you would put it on your brush, or you would rub it with your brush to make it lather.
You would make the paste yourself.
I mean, it lasted longer like that back then.
It would, yeah. Anytime you can have no moisture in something is probably better.
They didn't have the super cool little tubes we got today. Forgot him little stickies.
Yeah.
Are those even part of you? Just like them.
My,
Every day I just find a stick and I shove it in there.
it's a good stick. Maybe I have any.
I imagine if you pruned Leshy, he'd be like a one of those fluffy cats that you wash and there's just like nothing left.
It's like you give him the lion cut, but he's like a topiary, so you gotta do it with like a hedge trimmer.
You could carve him into an actual lion.
I do like the idea that he just like fucking picks up sticks to bother people with later. Ah, yeah, that's a good poking stick. Look at that.
Oh yeah, you know Leshy knows the best sticks. I just made his cat autistic so they could go be little weirdos together. It's the dream.
That's what we do.
Look at him, he's so precious. He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Of chaos.
We're just ordinary men. Is he antisocial, or is he just specific about who he wants to be social with?
Well, I was like, one doesn't necessarily understand or want to participate in social norms unless she actively disdains them.
Doesn't want to be there.
so they can just have fun with each other. Unless she just gets to have the little chaotic gremlin with him.
Yeah, as a treat.
I do like that one that the person does where they like start out kind of hating each other. That's cute. And like the person's just like the cat's just like crazy nice all the time, but Leshy knows they need to like let that shit out. That's a cute version of their relationship too. I like that one.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I tried to give them all a little gold in their outfits when I made their designs because they had gold on their original things. They're like black and gold. But for Leshy, I just put it in the flower. Because I didn't want to give him too many clothes.
Yeah. He's naked.
He likes it.
Why be clothed when you could not be clothed?
This is true.
There's logic in what he says.
Does Leshy have black lipstick, or is he just have something in his mouth he probably shouldn't have? Is he seen, or is he just something?
Has they just been eating dirt lately?
Yeah.
Again.
You know, some good dirt.
Some good dirt. You see this dirt? We're growing stuff in it. It's real good. That's where the bodies are, Leshy. We told you to stop digging over there.
It's good fertilizer.
That's what the crunchy bits were.
Now he'd be like, yeah, I know, I like the crunchy bits. He knows everything he does. Boy ain't doing this not on purpose.
Hey, Leshy,
he's just a little shit.
Have you seen this drawing the cat made of you? Have I seen it?
We can see that. Maybe you. Oh, look, there he is. Oh, he is? Rubs hand in front of face. No! Idiots.
I loved those jokes, though. Those are really good. The boulder is conflicted about finding a small blind girl.
They all have to go chase Leshy down and make him wear clothes. He does not do it by choice. Why should I have to follow all the stuffy rules I follow as a god? I'm free now! Only chaos!
Freedom! Takes off the robe, goes running through the middle of the cult. 30 seconds later, Shimura has them.
They could read that. I hate to tell you, they have speech to text now. Or text to speech. That's it.
Of course they
People can use the internet now when they have low visibility.
Leshy has text to speech too. It's the cat.
It's the cat. I wanted the cat to specifically like draw on his hands and stuff, so Leshy could have all the information but not be told it piece by piece.
Yeah.
That way he could be less grumpy about having to have help, because he was just basically given a map and then be like, okay, now do whatever, instead of just being dragged around to places. I don't think he'd appreciate that.
Bites to speech.
He licks stuff like the Homestuck chick.
Gotta. That's how you can tell where it is.
That's how he reads text. The cat also writes in his hand. I had the idea forever ago to have the cat be like, oh, the lamp put up a new tent, but I can't read the sigils on it. And since like Leshy knows like old god shit, he was like, let me see. And he like writes in his hand and goes like, ha, that's a fuck tent. It's like, does it say fuck tent? It should. What up?
The Disney cartoon where one of the characters was blind with less disabled people can be dicks too. Yeah. Anybody could be an asshole.
I'm an asshole.
An asshole, oh yeah, oh yeah. He's an asshole. And wow, I doubt it. Human oxygen bite things. Bite things. teeth highly necessary. What's your favorite thing to add on a character? Like, what do you really enjoy?
Paints.
Hmm?
Paints.
You enjoy adding penis?
No. I'm just joking.
I would assume teeths. Yeah, there are screen readers too. That's one thing that like has been really cool, the amount of like accessibility stuff that has come around. Even just being able to like put Braille on everything. And like you showed me that one thing where it was like the like it had the Braille but it also had like the layout of the room to be able to feel.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's super cool.
Yeah, I wish they would do that for public bathrooms. That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. They don't care how much or how little you clown him up. They don't have a specific vision. Just clown.
If I had a reference for something.
White face paint, but a single tear under the eye. This clown has committed murder.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for, but I might end up using that. Oh, well, I'll use that then.
So small.
I'm gonna give him the clown afro.
Polka dot afro.
Exactly.
Is it already done raining out there?
I knew.
Yep.
Oh, let's goblinize it.
Goblin eyes?
We're gonna make them goblin.
Yeah. Gretchen.
Oh, they have too many eyes to goblin. That'll be interesting, actually.
Can you have just all 5 eyes going in different directions?
No! It's funnier.
Mm-hmm. Just 5 little swirly eyes.
Just have them looking down. Have a good night.
Have good. A little clown in a tiny cake.
I ain't fucking no clowns.
Hey.
Try and make this as derpy as physically fucking possible. Needs a clown nose. Yeah. Draw you like I draw my husband.
I'm adorable.
I'm gonna put the wig on. I'm gonna have the bunny ear sticking out of the wig. Because that's so big. That's what y'all pay me money for.
It's true.
Regret it yet?
Nope. We know what they're about.
I'm sure some people do.
Yeah.
Statistically. I'm standing instead, so I'm not even going to use this OG image. When looking for it, doesn't even matter. He does need the floofy ruffle though.
Yeah.
And
It's
I will
like
give
the,
him a little balloon.
It's like that little the little black kitty with the little ruffle. It's important to the little character.
Actually, I may be sitting. Boop. That's true. I wish I could make things stupider. I feel like I don't make them stupid enough.
Channel the inner me.
Legit. There you go. Now he looks good and derpy. These bigger feet.
Hey. Science is always obsessed with can they make something stupider, but never should they. Yes, they should. It's hilarious.
I swear the fucking AC keeps spraying me. Getting no splitters. Fat pants. Fat clown pants.
Hey. Goofy clown pants are the best.
Should make this bigger.
Pants large.
I guess I could give him clown shoes. I'll keep the bunnies out. That's cute.
And possibility of beans.
Beans.
As you know, beans.
Look at that. Crackling with sexual energy. Just like my husband. Hello! Bonjour.
Bonjour, mi amor. And I'm holding like a baguette between my teeth like a rose.
Going to school with a whole baguette in your mouth.
It's true. Bunnies don't have beans, but you can paw them from your cold, dead, biologically incorrect feet. It's true.
Wait, don't they have like a little one in the center?
I mean, they're usually
Bugs
drawn
Bunny?
that way.
I don't know. I don't fucking know. I'm not a furry, I'm a monster fucker.
Yeah, they're usually drawn that way. Do bunnies have beans?
Just like Google bunny feet, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Shut up. No, they really don't. They're just flat and fluffy.
I'm disappointed. My life is meaningless now. How will I go on?
They have beans.
Thank you, honey.
Clearly they have beans. That's it. Because it's adorable. So shut up. Aren't hares the ones that are like, I have seen such things?
I think they're the ones with the longer ears.
Yeah.
They're like thinner and have longer ears and taller, kind of bigger in general. Yeah. Our bunnies are small and round. And long.
I just like them because they're fluffy little idiots.
I held a baby bunny once and it fell asleep in my hand.
No.
It was very cute.
Mm-hmm.
My mom said it was probably because it felt so safe.
You were warm and comforting.
Yeah.
Which is true, because you're awesome.
That one's actually a little too big. Maybe normal bunnies have seen the end times and they're just not so damn dramatic.
Yeah, right. Gotta be so weird about it, it's fine. Yes, everyone's seen the end times. No, I've never actually watched that,
The Good Place?
yeah.
I watched some of it. I don't think I finished it. I kind of got the concept. It's a fun idea, though.
Yeah.
I like the acting. They did a really good job.
Yeah.
There's a reason it's so many memes.
Oh, yeah. I like the lady, the one that's the android or whatever. Are you sure it isn't? Are you sure it's nothing? Are you sure it isn't a cactus? And then it's a cactus. I like that person. They're cute. And the,
I think whatever thing I was watching it on took it off.
Aw. Watch it on Hoopla.
Be on Hoopla. I don't fucking know.
Probably not, because these days it's like, 8,000 fucking streaming services.
Yeah. Why haven't you watched this? Because it's on like one of the 12 different streaming services.
Yeah. Don't you want to pay $10 and $10 and $10 and $10?
No.
No. That's the thing, like, it's just like with MMOs, like, nobody has infinite time, and nobody has infinite money, so you can't just do all the things now.
And honestly, I don't keep up with shit anymore because I'm old.
We've had too much experience, seen too many things.
I don't want to keep up with shit no more.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye out for weird things. Anything Del Toro does. It's just like certain people that are like, oh yeah, I would watch that. But otherwise, me. I mean, like, we've heard how good the K-pop Demon Hunters is, but we're not going to pay for Netflix, so...
I was just going to wait to see if it got on one of my pirate anime sites.
I'm honestly surprised it hasn't.
Yeah.
Artists giving the same $10 to each other.
Legit. Hey, if you weren't feeding me, I would just get a normal job. You're basically paying me to draw Sozo porn.
And be infinitely happier.
I mean, they don't care about that.
I mean, they probably do.
Don't. There.
A lot of people care that you're living your life better. Like, yeah, you could be doing the basic thing, but, like, this is objectively better for your mental health and long-term viability as a human being.
Well, if I'm happy, I draw more, so yeah.
Yes. So not only
I am but a commodity.
be funded and fueled. No, only joy.
Look at that face.
Ah, yeah. This character would be voiced by Isaac Hayes.
Who?
Chef from South Park.
Oh.
I forget who I was talking. See, you know what's funny though? I only know Isaac Hayes because of music. Isaac Hayes is like the definition.
I know he's a Scientologist.
He's dead.
Well, he was. That's all I know.
Didn't know that. But like, he's
That's
like,
why he left the show.
huh?
Yeah, that's why they had that chef episode.
Ah,
Yeah,
never
because
knew.
he was a Scientologist and he didn't like the way they talked about Scientology.
I know. Brandon will catch up in a second. But like, he basically defined like the like sexy motherfucker doing music kind of thing for the longest time. Because like, that's especially 80s, 90s. That's what people thought of.
Oh, there you go. Scientology's just like that, man.
Yeah.
They are so scary.
It really is a cult.
Yeah,
Like
it's
that.
an expensive cult.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say it's a cult. It's more like mafia.
Either way, they're gonna get their money. And the biggest form of more money than sense. Yeah.
There's a last podcast on the left about it and the history of it and the start and how it started as just like a self-help thing. It's really interesting. Would suggest.
Would always suggest the last podcast and the rest.
Yeah, sometimes I would suggest other things. It depends.
I just in general like them a lot. I think they're neat. I'm surprised there's not like an evil universe like first podcast on the right kind of thing.
I think that's just like all the right people podcasts.
Like, don't you think that'd be like something that somebody would do? Like, aha, we'll get them, we'll make our own kind of thing.
The Babylon Bee.
Maybe, yeah. I'm a bee.
Whatever the fuck Ben Shapiro's doing.
Getting owned by everybody.
Yeah.
Someone who talks about being like alpha male, this, that, and everything.
I don't think he actually does the alpha male thing. He might, but like, he's too pathetic. He does the like, this is how a family should be type deal.
He's not on that Sigma male grind set.
Nah, he kind of came around before that. Nah, he's just an asshole.
I'd say he's the kind of person that has a cuck chair, but that's mean to people that
Ain't nothing wrong with cucking.
Yeah.
Everything's consensual.
Mm-hmm.
Look at my yellow balloon. Matches his eyes.
Oh, that's cute. 99 enough balance. I actually fully listened to 99 Rhythmic Blues before?
I have it on Synthwriter. If you want to play it.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, have I actually listened to that full song, or is it just like I get the 99?
It was on the Watchmen soundtrack.
Yeah,
That's what I know.
I'm not surprised.
They Might Be Giants did the Gold Member song.
That explains a lot. That would be their vibe too.
Let's give them some rainbow pants too.
Yeah. Make the clown more colorful.
Beautiful. They look like they'll kill you.
The new mascot horror, whatever the fuck this thing is.
Yeah. There, that'll soften them up a bit. Now they'll just look like they'll stare into your soul. Now caps lock it. I will change this font.
There's a jester and a clown. A clown is a professional. They have put their little face on the egg. That's how you can tell.
Doesn't a jester specifically work in a court?
Yes. They would be, and they would be a court jester. But, like, jester really only works for, like, royalty or things like that. Plus, it's kind of a difference in job. Like, you're more entertaining a specific person as opposed to a...
Oh, I like this. It looks like those old kid things.
Hey.
I don't know, it just makes me think of Homestuck.
Mm-hmm. Gamzee has ruined many things for you.
No, it was like John's room stuff, though he does eventually become one, I guess.
Or Rose with all the wizards everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're a hairy wizard.
That red is so dark. It's like the one distracting color on this. I'm gonna change that to maybe like a green. There we go. Much better. You don't need blood red.
Jester's privilege.
You.
Yes, I am privileged to be your jester. Yeah, jesters were important. Some believed that they could literally mock you so hard you would get boils on your skin.
You die. Alright, and that's where I'm gonna end tonight.
Woo.
Since I'm not hundo back yet.
We're gonna have some dinner.
I should eat.
Yes. It's all prepped up and ready.
Oh, I should be back to normal next week, hopefully. Who knows? Maybe not. Maybe I'll never go back to normal.
What is normal?
I don't know. Damn, everyone's big this week. But I didn't want to risk taking too much on today. After yesterday, so. Might just have to be a wide one.
Hey.
Everything just got progressively bigger.
Enhance.
I like Tiny Minty though.
Yeah. Fleshy size.
And big-headed ass Doom.
Yeah.
Bobblehead ass.
Bobblehead Doom, yeah.
Alright. We'll be back next week with more requests. How many 40s we got left? We don't have a ton of 40s. Let's see. 1, 2. We got 2 left right now. So we'll probably do those next week along with either some 10s or 20s. We'll see. But y'all have a good week. We'll be back here next Saturday, same time, same place. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.